Actually a workout video with Brianna Turner and Caitlin Clark. Now, this is the first video where we've seen two players working out together from this team, so I want to live react to it with you guys. So obviously Coach KP is there. I feel like he never leaves the gym. You have Caitlin coming across the screen for a three. It looks like with all of these, they're working on a screen and roll with Brianna.
Just when you thought the WNBA drama had taken a breather, the chaos came roaring back. And guess who's in the eye of the storm again? You guessed it, Angel Reese. Her former teammate, Brianna Turner, was recently spotted putting in work with none other than Caitlin Clark in Indiana. And let's just say, Angel is not exactly clapping in celebration. The internet exploded. And honestly, this plot twist has everything: petty feuds, old grudges, and enough jealousy to fuel an entire reality TV season. Brianna Turner has officially distanced herself from the melodrama and magnetic field of ego surrounding Angel Reese. And what's more, she's doing it with style by linking up with Caitlin Clark. And let's be real, that's like leaving a chaotic house party and walking into a luxury spa. The difference in vibes, night and day. Suddenly, Turner is thriving. Go figure. Choosing professionalism and skill over noise and nonsense seems to be a winning strategy.
So, lads, it's looking like the Indiana Fever have signed a perfect player to have beside Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, Dwana Bonner, Tasha Howard, Sophie Cunningham, Lexi Hull. Who else? Sydney Colson still on this team, Damaris Dantas, and whoever they draft in the second round.
Now picture Angel Reese sitting somewhere, probably scrolling through Instagram, jaw clenched, watching her former teammate get cozy with the very player she's been throwing passive-aggressive shade at since their college days. If jealousy were a sport, Reese would be going for gold right now. She always fancied herself as the main character, the face of the league. Yet here's Turner choosing Caitlin Clark over the Bayou Barbie bravado.
And of course you have Caitlin. She had such a phenomenal rookie season, so many great accolades. And I think the jumping from season 1 to season 2 players can also make a really big jump. So I'm excited to see her growth from year 1 and year 2. And she hasn't reached her ceiling yet either, so I'm really excited to watch her growth as well.
Let's be honest, Reese likely assumed Brianna would remain loyal, applauding her drama, basking in her shadow, and feeding her narrative instead. Turner took the first train out and headed straight to Indiana, where the energy is high. The chemistry is real, and the focus is on basketball, not side eyes and social media spats. It's almost as if people want to win and not just trend. Watching Caitlin and Brianna hit the gym together wasn't just wholesome, it was symbolic. It showed who's about the game and who's about the games. Their workout was clean, focused, collaborative. You could feel the synergy. Meanwhile, Angel's game lately has felt like someone performing a monologue no one asked for, complete with dramatic pauses, over-the-top reactions, and barely any actual delivery.
Angel Reese, 3-on-3. Let's get it! Hey, we back like we never left. Angel Reese in the post. Gonna work number 5. Shake and bake. Earthquake. Bang! Hey, Angel, you had all off season to get in the lab, fix your lamps, but what did you do? More podcasting. Layup.
And we can't forget the visual blow. This is to Angel Reese's public image. The girl who declared herself the face of women's basketball is now the one watching from the sidelines, while her teammates align themselves with the real game changer. Caitlin Clark is the one building bridges, forming alliances, and lifting her team. And now Turner along the way. Reese, on the other hand, is left with the same tired antics and a shrinking inner circle. You just know Reese saw that footage of Turner and Clark and immediately went into damage control mode, probably typing a vague tweet like "loyalty hits different" or prepping a carefully posed photo dump with some moody lighting to distract the timeline. But let's be honest, we all saw what happened, and more importantly, so did the rest of the league.
How are you feeling about being in Indiana and joining the team?
I'm really excited. I followed a lot of these players throughout their college careers and professional careers, so it's kind of like full circle moment to be on the same team with a lot of these players again.
Tell me what it was like that, what went into your decision to come here and join what's being built here at the Fever?
I think that the front office and the staff just really had a vision in place, and I felt that I could really complement their vision.
Reese's ego may be bruised, but Turner's career just got a second wind, and all it took was stepping away from the drama and into the gym with someone who's actually about elevating the game. The move speaks volumes. Angel may still have fans, but she's learning the hard way that clout fades and teamwork sticks. Smash.
Mashed potatoes! Brr! Thought we were gonna leave the hop skippity doo 3000 in 2024. Jumping off 1 foot, landing on that same foot. Then we're stat padding. Still, I thought we were past this, Angel. Brr! Rebounder in WNBA history. Look at this. Elite rebound. Look at that vertical. Look at the outlet pass. No, Angel! No! Why, Angel? Why? Not the kick out three, butter pecan! Burn! If you throw it out of bounds, you hate puppies. What? She a playmaker. She's a point queen. Point queen. She making plays for the other team. Bang! Caitlin Clark's not the only one that can make cool passes. I can do it. Me too.
Maybe, just maybe, Angel Reese should try a groundbreaking concept for once. It's called humility. Shocking, right? Imagine actually prioritizing your team instead of turning every game into a personal highlight reel picture. Resharing the spotlight rather than clinging to it like her legacy depends on it, and approaching the court like a teammate, not a solo act with a chip on her shoulder. But of course, that would require a complete rebrand from her current status as the queen of ego and unnecessary theatrics. So while Ree continues rehearsing her next emotional press conference or plotting her next media stunt, let's raise a toast to Brianna Turner and Caitlin Clark, two players who actually understand what teamwork looks like.
How about you on the court? Like, what sort of attributes do you think you're going to bring, and where will you, add to the Fever from last year to this year?
Yeah, I think I'm really just like a calming presence. I feel like I never get too high or get too low. People are like, why don't you smile more? Why don't you get excited? I'm like, I'm just chilling. I'm vibing. Like, I feel like I'm really an observer. But I am really competitive as well. I like to run the floor. Like to play defense.
Now, just when we thought the WNBA offseason couldn't serve up more drama, Brianna, Turner pulled off the ultimate plot twist, remember, not too long ago, when Turner was throwing some subtle jabs at Caitlin Clark online. Yeah, us too. But now you'd think they were best friends from birth, the way they're smiling in training photos together, vibing on the court. Like they've known each other forever. It's giving frenemies to finals energy, and honestly, the internet is eating it up. Meanwhile, Angel Reese is left awkwardly standing in the background, like the third wheel no one invited to the party.
Like to win, and I think the Fever was a place to be if I wanted to.
Defender, and because we've all been down this road before, yes, Turner has turned off replies. Classic move when you know the drama's coming, but you're not here for the smoke still. Make no mistake, Turner is a top-tier defender, a workhorse, and clearly smart enough to realize where the real opportunity is in Indiana, alongside the player redefining the league watching. Turner and Clark link up feels like watching a high school drama unfold in real time. You know that moment when the cool kid and the overlooked genius team up and leave the drama queen to stew in her own ego? Yeah, that's this Ree who once strutted through her rookie season like she was untouchable is now quickly becoming the human version of a canceled show. On streaming, once hyped, now totally forgotten.
Would one say, for WNBA players, they should all stay off the tweet. If they can stay off Twitter, if that's the thing, if you can stay off Twitter and you're a Fever player, you're going to do well. You're going to do really, really well. But, yeah, obviously she's done that. She's turned off replies. And with that being said, like, she is an unbelievable defender.
Sure, there might have been a time when people felt a little bad for Ree, but then they remembered the glaring, the tantrums, and the constant look-at-me moments that make her harder to root for a villain. In a teen flick, suddenly the sympathy train grinds to a halt. Brianna Turner deserves an award for Best Supporting Actress in a Basketball Saga, pretending like that online shade never happened. And Caitlin, she's probably just enjoying the show, thinking if it bothers Angel, I'm in.
Yeah, the fandom was great when I was in South Bend, and I know obviously Fever fans are known to fill up Gainbridge Fieldhouse, so I'm really excited for that. I mean, I would say Indiana is such a big basketball state. The fan bases, they go full out for their teams. I've only been there a couple of days, and I've been stopped out in the public. People ask me, where do you play for? I say the Fever. They're like, oh my God, the Fever! Like, and they get really excited. So it's really fun to have a community that's so excited about their local sports team.
Reese, meanwhile, is likely subtweeting furiously, crafting Instagram stories that say, I'm unbothered, while being anything but, it's that classic breakup. Energy you unfollow someone, pretend you're living your best life, but you're still stalking their stories 5 minutes later.
I don't want there to be any team situations where we're, you're coming between the Indiana Fever and that locker room, girl. I'm going to make that very clear. I don't want to see that at all. So once again, you cleaned it up. You mentioned Caitlin Clark. You mentioned she hasn't hit her ceiling as well. But she is the offense here. She is the number one option. She is the franchise player. And I think you need to give recognition to that.
Reese thought she was going to be the center of gravity in the WNBA universe. But now she's spiraling out of orbit, while Brianna and Caitlin are building a supernova in Indiana. It's a brutal fall from grace. One moment you're acting like you're the Beyoncé of basketball, and the next you're realizing you're more of a backup dancer than the main act. And if anyone knows about missed shots, both on and off the court, it's Angel Ree. The harsh truth. People are drawn to chemistry, hard work, and humility, and while Clark and Turner are out here showing all three, Angel's stuck wondering how the narrative flipped so fast, but it didn't flip. Angel, it evolved, and you stayed stuck in your own drama while the league moved on.
Oh no! It's Angel Reese! Left alone! Bang! My money, and I want it now! Corner 3-ball! Butter pecan! Burn!
Y'all gonna disrespect me and not guard me? Well, hand down, man down.
Burn! McDonald's handing out brand deals for this kind of bag work. I'll take a lot less! Help a brother out! Bang!
Really only need 3,997 more threes to catch Steph.
Bang!
Angel Reese, once self-declared royalty of the basketball world, is now watching her empire crumble faster than a tower of cards in a wind tunnel. It's not just that her teammates are quietly packing up and slipping out the back. It's that they're sprinting toward greener, drama-free pastures. And nobody exemplifies that better than Brianna Turner. She didn't just leave Ree behind, she leveled up in the most public, jaw-dropping way possible, trading the chaos and diva theatrics of Reese's orbit for the championship. Aspirations of Caitlin Clark's Indiana Fever. That's not just a transfer, it's an upgrade of luxury car proportions. Ree, meanwhile, is left spinning, trying to understand why her teammates would choose team harmony over daily episodes of As the Ego Turns.
Own drama while the league moved on.
Tell me why I love her odds. Look at her defenders. They moonwalk backwards. She's always gonna be open. Bang! If only the IRS left me alone like Angel's defenders leave her alone. Tax evasion! Bang! Her new nickname is 7-Eleven because she's open 24/7, baby. Bang! Shout out to my Detroit Pistons, Cade Cunningham. This is for you!
To be honest, Reese losing teammates isn't exactly breaking news. But when those same teammates run into the welcoming arms of Caitlin Clark, the very player Eri has been locked in a one-sided rivalry with its not just funny, it's poetic justice, pure and simple. Turner swapping the Reese show for Caitlin's elite squad is like ditching a knockoff designer purse for the real. Chanel Reese's most vocal fans are probably staring blankly at their screens right now, realizing that loyalty only goes so far when your leader turns every game into a melodrama, and Brianna Turner, she saw the light, and it was wearing number 22 in a fever jersey. One glimpse of Caitlin Clark draining logo threes with ease, sharing the ball, and actually leading like a pro, and Turner was gone like your last ex, who realized drama wasn't love, it was just exhausting. In Turner's mind, that decision probably felt like walking out of a haunted house and into a spa. Can you blame her?
At her peak, she's been one of the best top 5 defenders in the WNBA, and this is exactly what the Fever need. The Fever need defense on their bench. They don't need a scorer. They don't need somebody to go and take 20 shots a game. They don't even need someone to average 5 points per game. They literally need somebody that goes out there, knows their role, sets screens, rolls to the basket, shoots 50% on layups, can score a couple of fast break layups by just outrunning their matchup, gets rebounds and block shots.
And oh, the irony is delicious. Ree, who imagined herself as the cornerstone of a dynasty, is now watching as her foundation eroded brick by brick, or should we say teammate by teammate. Brianna Turner didn't just abandon ship. She launched a lifeboat and sailed straight to Contender Island, And as for Angel, she's left clinging to her imaginary throne, wondering why everyone's ditching her court. Spoiler alert, real queens lead by example, not attitude, as if that weren't brutal enough. The contrast between the two stars couldn't be sharper. Clark isn't just stacking wins, she's building something. Bigger, she makes her teammates better, on and off the court while she's still acting. Like hustle is a personality trait, running round scowling at referees, and making every basket feel like a personal redemption arc isn't leadership, it's theatrics.
That all these people who hated the Indiana Fever last year is finally coming around to sign with the team. Go figure. Now, I don't know the whole initial thing about this signing, maybe for depth, defensive purposes, but it is funny to see how what a year make when the Indiana Fever is one of the, not one, but is the top team in the WNBA.
When Clark steps onto the court, she doesn't just play, she orchestrates, she elevates everyone around her, turning rookies into starters and role players into threats. Ree, by contrast, seems stuck in a loop, always proving, never evolving. And now, while Angel tries to carry the Chicago Sky to a playoff appearance by sheer force of will and grimaces, Clark and the Fever are playing the long game. They're not hoping for miracles, they're planning championships, while Ree complains about officiating. Clark's dissecting defenses, while Ree blames missed calls. Clark's calling plays its levels to this, and Ree is still stuck in the tutorial. The irony is that Ree still has talent, nobody's denying that, but her leadership style is more dramatic than effective, more viral clip than game-changing performance. It's hard to rally a team when every missed shot becomes a headline, and every turnover is followed by a death stare. If Angel wants to be taken seriously as a franchise cornerstone, she might want to start by learning how to lead without alienating everyone within a 10 FT radius.
Action there, but nice easy catch and finish. Skip pass. Clark spots up and shoot. Little floater. Caitlin working on the handles.
And as the Indiana Fever quietly build the scariest roster in the league, with Clark, Boston Mitchell, Colson, Bonner Howard, and now Turner, Ree is watching her influence wane. She might still be the main character in her own mind. But the rest of the league has clearly moved on. The Fever are the team to watch. The Clark era has arrived, and Angel, she's not just out of the spotlight.
Radius.
Oh, here's something I'm gonna tell y'all. Indiana, do not sleep us. Like, I believe in Stephanie White. I really do. I really do. Like, for real, for real.
She's outside the building, so congratulations, Brianna Turner. You didn't just escape, you ascended. And Caitlin Clark, she continues to be the gravity that pulls talent in and elevates it higher than ever before. Meanwhile, Angel Ree is left standing alone on the stage she built for herself. Lights dimming, crowd thinning, still insisting she's the show, but in the WNBA, it's results that count. And right now, the results say one thing. Caitlin Clark is the present and future of this league. Angel Ree, she's just another cautionary tale on how ego can be your biggest rival. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we will see you in the next